So it is okay that you don't remember, right? It is absolutely fine that you don't remember. So we are here to, so I will repeat that if you don't remember, and if you remember, then we'll proceed ahead, right? So that is the whole meaning I am asking. Yeah, so okay, so I will repeat that, right? Okay, so we have what is the quadratic equation, Saima? Shaima, the general
A
form of,
squared plus bx plus c.
right, correct. So quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c, right? And the discriminant formula is d is defined like b square minus 4s, right? And from the quadratic formula, we calculate the roots as alpha and beta, which is minus b plus minus root d by a, right? So this d determines the nature of the roots. Okay, Saima. Yes, Shaima, understood.
Yes, sir.
So this D determines the nature of the root. So nature of the root says that the meaning of the nature of root is that how your roots are defined, right? What kind of roots are they? Okay, whether they are real numbers, whether they are equal, whether they are imaginary. So is there a solution or not? Right. So all these conditions are defined or determined by these discriminant. Okay. Oh, how many people are there? Did Adil join? Yeah, Adil is. Yes. Hi, Madiha. So Shaima is your new classmate, right? And we are just repeating what we have learned yesterday. Okay. Hello, Adil. Adil, sir. Maybe Adil's mic is not working. Yes. So as I was saying that this D determines the nature of the roots. Okay. So if D is positive or greater than 0, right? So if D is greater than 0, so you will have two solutions, right? This root D will give plus minus something. Okay. So let's say this D is 4, so this will give plus minus of 2. Right, Shaima?
Yes, sir.
So then the solution would be minus B plus 2 by 2A and minus B minus 2 by 2A. Right? So you will have two solutions. And B is real, A is real. So these will have, so these will be real numbers. Right? But they are not equal. Okay. Understood, Shaima?
Yes, sir.
So if D greater than 0, which means that roots will be real and equal or unequal.
Unequal.
Yeah. So this is the condition and this is, yes, Adil, you remember this quadratic formula, right?
Yes.
And you also remember this discriminant.
Mm,
So from this discriminant, we define the nature of the root. Okay. So if D is greater than 0, then your roots will be alpha and beta will be real and unequal. Okay, you saw that these are unequal. right? And let's say if your d is 0, so this d is 0, so you'll have, so this part is 0, right? So we'll have plus 0 and you will have minus 0. So this will be alpha would be minus plus 0, so minus b by 2a minus 0, so beta b minus 2, right? So for d equals to 0, your roots are b is real, a is real, again b is real, a is real. So this is real, this is real, right? Right, Adil?
Yes.
So these are real, and are they equal or unequal? Yeah.
Unequal.
Huh? Unequal or equal? What?
Equal.
Equal. Yes. So real and equal. Okay. And if d is less than 0, so let me write it. So this d is less than 0, which means that in root d, we have a negative number, right? So negative of root is how much? Shaima, negative of something is what in the root? Yes, Shaima, do you remember? So what is the square root of a negative number? Let's say 4.
Negative.
So let's say you square a negative, let's say you square minus 2 and minus 2, right? So this will be again plus 4. But you cannot find a square or a number whose square is negative, right? You can never find a number whose square is negative, right? So this negative root of this negative number would be imaginary or not real. Okay, understood, Shaima?
Yes, sir.
Adil, understood?
Yes.
Yes. So if d is less than 0, which means that your root will be imaginary, right? Or not real. Okay, so these are the condition for the nature of the roots. Understood, guys? So these we have to find. If in question they ask that the roots are real and they ask that roots are real and equal, so which means that d is greater than 0, right? And if they ask that roots are real and equal, which means that d is equal to 0. And if they say that the roots are imaginary, not real, so this will be the condition. Understood, guys? Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Why are you guys so silent? Yes. What happened, Talha, Rizwan? What happened, guys? Oh, you
I
guys.
said,
Oh, yes. Yes. So you guys have already released. So
yeah, yes.
okay. Yes, Shaima. Any question? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Adil, do you have any doubt?
No.
Okay. So let's do some question and understand this concept more clearly. Right. Uh, yes. This one. So find the nature of the roots of the following quadratic equation. If the real root exists, find them. Right. So Shaima, this is the rule that we do all those questions turn by turn. Right. So first I will do the question, then Rizwan, then Talha, then Adil, then Madiha, and then next will be your turn. Okay. Okay, Shaima.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, and the first rule is that you don't need to hesitate in asking some questions. So if you have doubt, any doubt, you can always ask. Right. Okay. So to check the real root, we need to find that so what are the conditions that gives the real root? One is that d greater than 0. Right. This gives the roots real
And
and
equal.
what did you say, Rizwan sir?
And
Did you
also d equal to 0.
you said unequal, right?
No, I said and equal.
No, unequal was.
That,
Yeah. So d equals to 0 is real and equal. Right. So these two conditions gives the real root. So if we combine them, so this will be the condition. Right. This will be the condition that gives real root. Okay, so this condition we have to identify. Right, guys?
yes, sir.
Okay, so this first question is 2x square minus 3x plus 5. Right, so A is 2, B is minus 3, C is 5. D is B square minus 4AC. So minus B is minus 3 square minus 4. A is 2, C is 5. So this is 9 minus O. Right. So this is minus of 31. Okay. So this is D less than 0.
Not real.
Right. So this is not real, which means that a root doesn't exist. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, you guys, please note down. Adil, any doubt?
No.
Yes, Shaima and Madhya. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so guys, please note this down, and then Rizwan will do the second question. Okay, so this third question I also asked in the exam, right? Rizwan and Talha, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So why did I ask this question if I didn't discuss about the roots, right? Okay. Adil and Madhya, you didn't give the exam, right? Were you not? So were you guys busy on that day? On Friday, we had an exam of what we discussed in the 15 days, right? So you guys didn't attend that exam. Yes, Adil and Madhya. Yes, Adil, were you busy on that day?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Madhya? You were also busy. So please take some time and give those exam, right? That would be helpful. So that is only to create the environment that you feel in your examination hall. So only to overcome that situation. So these exams are there. Okay, so please be in those exams and try those questions, right? Yes, guys, noted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yes. So what about the Talha? You are uh, yes, Talha done.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Shaima and Madhya done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us do the next question. Yes, Rizwan.
Yes, sir.
So these are pretty easy, right? 3x square
Yes, sir.
is 0, right? So A is how much? Sorry to ask these questions. A is how much?
3x. Oh, no,
Huh?
3. Only.
What is happening, Rizwan? Yes.
Uh,
B,
b
B,
minus 4 root 3.
right. And C is 4. Okay, so what would be
Yes.
what would be D?
B is equal to b square minus 4ac.
Right.
Which is
Yeah. So this
which
is
is which is equal to minus 4 root 3 bracket power 2. Yes,
right.
minus
And
4, yeah, into 3 into 4.
right. So this is how much? 4 square is 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
Root 3 square is
Right.
huh? Root 3 square is
3.
3, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
this is 48, right? So
48.
this is 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So which means that root exists.
Yeah.
Right, and the second thing is that if the root exists, so we have to we have to find the roots, find them, right? They are ordering that we have to find them.
Oh,
Okay, so alpha and beta would be how much? This one,
B, minus b, then plus or minus root 3, root d by 2 by 8. 2a.
so this is b is how much? Minus of minus 4 root 3 plus minus 0 by what is 2 into 3. So this cancels and we have 4 root 3 by 2 root 3, right? So this is
6.
oh this is 3, right? So 2 root 3 by 3, alpha and beta, right? Alpha is 2 root 3 by 3 and beta is also 2 root 3 by, because your d is 0, right? So real and equal. Okay, guys, so please note this down and then we will do the third question. Okay, only 5 questions. Okay, so I guess this chapter finally would be over. Hopefully today.
So,
Yeah. And then we will revise all those 4 chapters. So whenever you guys finish noting, please tell me, right? Okay, so on Adil's turn, the question is different. Adil, yeah, done. So everybody done?
Yes, sir.
So yes, Tala boss, ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Tala and Rizwan, we have to work on what the timing, right? 3 hours was a very long time, right? We have to work on the time.
No, Nawaz was there. Like,
Okay, yeah. So 1.5 hours for namaz.
yeah,
Okay,
I got 1.5 hours. Yeah.
okay, so then that's okay. Yeah, yes, Tala sir. What is A?
A is 2, B is -6, C is 3.
Right. And then what is G?
Then D is equals to B square -4 is C.
Right.
-4
So
is C.
right. So this would be how much?
B is -6 square, then 4 -4 into is 2 into 3. 2 into 3.
So right. So this is 36 and this is
-36 -24 is
so
2.
this is
2 and right.
right. So we have D greater than 0, right? So
Yes.
this so roots exist.
Hmm. So,
And then what would be the roots?
what would be
Yeah, quadratic
roots are
formula.
x. Okay.
Quadratic formula we have to use, right?
Equals to
Minus B. What is that?
minus.
Yes.
My brain is not braining, sir.
No worries, no worries. Just remember. So this that is why I'm here, right? So this is the quadratic formula, right? So minus B is how much?
Yes. Minus B is -6 plus under root 12 by 4 divided.
Right. So one would be, so this is 6 plus minus root 12 is how much? This is 2 into 2 into 3. So,
2 root 3.
right. So 2 root 3 by 4. Okay. Now let us take the positive one. So 6 plus 2 root 3 by 4. So what is common here, Salah?
What is 3?
So,
Three by
no, 2,
no.
2 is 2 common,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah. Right. Yes.
So this is the first root, right? And what is the other root?
Here are the root.
So again, 2
minus
common.
yes. It will be just a minus.
Yeah, just the minus. Okay, so these are the 2 roots. Any question, guys?
No.
Yes, so this is the same as these previous 2 questions, right? So only the next question is a little bit different. And just please note this down and then we will do the next question. So find the
Equations.
values of k for which the following quadratic equations so that they have two equal roots. Right. So Adil, what is the condition for the two equal roots? Okay, so you first, you guys first note it down and then we will discuss this second question. Whenever you guys are finished noting, please tell me. Only how many questions? 2, 3, 5 questions. So 5 questions we have.
Finish.
Finished? Yes.
Within a minute. Yes, finished.
Yes, Shaima, Maliha, and Adil. Finished.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So Adil sir, what is the condition? Oh, I have no. Yes. Yeah. So what is the condition for the equal roots, Adil? We just discussed this just a moment ago. We discussed this. So what is the condition for the equal roots, Adil? Because in the next question we have to use that condition. Yes, you remember, Adil? We have yes, Adil. Yes, Adil, you said anything. Did you say anything? Yes, so I am asking that what is the condition for the equal roots? You have three conditions, right? D greater than 0, D less than 0, D equals to 0. So in these three conditions, yeah, D equals to 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So D equals to 0 gives the equal and real roots, right? For D equals to 0, we have real and equal roots. So this is the case that we have to use, right? So let's do this second question. We have to find this t only. Okay, Adil. So 2x square plus kx plus 3 equals to 0, right? What is a, Adil?
2.
2. And b is how much?
Okay.
K. And c is
3.
right. So what is d?
B square minus 4ac.
Right, b square minus 4ac. And this would be how much? B is
Okay.
so k square minus 4 into 2 into 3. Right, so this is k square minus 24. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know that d equals to 0. So for equal roots, d equals to 0. So this is d. D equals to 0 means k square minus 24 is 0. Right. right?
Yeah.
So this would be how much? How much is 24? So K would be 24, right? And K would be plus minus root of 24. So this is 24 is how much? 2, 12, 2, 6, right?
4
And
into 6.
yeah, so 4 into 6, so 2 root 6. Right, so this would be plus minus 2 root 6. Okay, is this
Yeah.
question correct? 2x square plus kx plus 3, right? And then minus 4, 2. Right, so these are the values of k. Okay, understood, guys? Yes, guys, understood.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Are you saying it is one you didn't understand?
Oh, no, sir.
Ah,
No, I mean, I understand.
okay.
That network left.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, so next question is Madhya, right? Your turn. This is the same question as the other did. Yes, so please
Finish.
quickly, yeah, finish. Yes, rest of the guys. What about you guys? Done. Yes. Madhya and Shaima, Adil, done, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question. So you can see that this is not a quadratic equation, right? This is not the general form of the quadratic equation, right, Madhya?
Yes.
So first we need to simplify this, right? So this would be kx square minus 2kx and plus 6 equals to 0. Now this is looking like a quadratic equation. So what is A, Madhya?
Okay.
K. And what is B?
Minus 2.
Minus 2k, and C is 6, right? So what is D?
B square minus 4 is
Right, so from here, what would be this B square?
minus 2k square.
Right, and minus of 4 into k into 6. Right, 4k square, right, and this is 24k. Right, Madhya, so this is D. And for equal roots, this D is 0, which means that this 4k square minus 224k is 0. So how many solution of k will be there, Madhya? This is again a quadratic equation. So how many solution of k? Yes, 2, right? So what we can take common from here? From these two terms, what is the common? 4k, right? So this would be k minus 6. So this guy goes in this side. So this is k, and k minus 6 is 0. So first would be k equals to 0. And the second would be k minus 6 equals to 0. So which gives k equals to 6. Okay, so these two values. Right, guys? Any questions, guys? Yes,
No, sir.
yes. Adil
No.
Shah, yes, Adil Shaima, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so third question is Shah Master. Is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove whose length is twice its breadth and the area is 800 meters square? If so, find its length and breadth. So this third question is exactly like the first question. So in the first question, we did these three questions, right? In the first part of these questions. So we found out the nature of the roots, right? So in here, we have to find that only. We have to find the nature of the roots, and if the nature of the roots are real, so then that would be possible to design the rectangular mango group. And if the roots are not real, so then it would be impossible to design that rectangular mango. Right, guys? So this was the idea for this question. Okay, guys, whenever you guys have noted, please tell me.
Don't.
Done. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Talha, Adil, Shaima, Madiha, done.
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 Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, yes, Shaima. So first we need to find the quadratic equation that we have to solve. So we have to follow three steps. First, we find the quadratic equation. Second, we find the nature of the roots. And third, we find that if the root exists or not, right? So is it possible to design a rectangular mango group, right? So what is the dimension of a rectangle? 1D, 2D, or 3D, Shaima? How many dimensions are there for the rectangular thing? Yes, so you define a rectangle by its length, right? And then by its breadth. So this is a two-dimensional. Right, Shaima?
Yes, sir.
And this is the area of the, so this is the area of this rectangle. And this is given 800 meters square. Okay, so what is the area of the rectangle?
Length into breadth.
Length into breadth, correct. Let's say length is x, breadth is y. Okay, so the area of a rectangle is length into breadth, right? And according to question, it is given that it is 800 meters square, right? So length into breadth would be x into y, right? And one more information is given, that its length is twice its breadth, right? So from the second case, it is given that, so what is the length, Shaima?
2y.
Yeah, so x is 2y. Right, so we need to take care of this guy. So y is how much? X by 2. Right.
Yes, sir.
So only the twice, so whose length is twice is okay. So from this equation, we place the value of y in here. So this is x into x by 2, which is 800. So x squared is how much? This is 1600, right? So we can see that we can find the value of x squared, but let us check. So what is x squared minus 1600 is 0, right? So what is a in here? We can see from here that the solution exists, right? But let us check from these discriminant formula. So what is a, Shaima?
1,
1. And what is b?
0,
And c is?
negative 1600.
Right. So this is, and d would be how much? B square
B
minus,
square minus 4ac.
right. So b is 0, so 0 minus square, so this is 0. And minus of 4 into a is how much? 1, and c is minus of 1600. Right. So this would be minus minus would cancels, and we have 6400. Right. So d is greater than 0, right? So the roots will exist. Okay. The roots will exist and they are real and unequal. Okay. So we can see that we can make that kind of a rectangular group, right? Because the roots exist. Okay. And we have to find the solution. So the solution you can directly find from here. You can directly find from here that would be x would be plus minus 440, right? So x is 40 and minus 40. But is this solution valid? Shama, is this solution valid? Minus 40 is valid or not?
No.
Right, because you can't have a length which is negative. So this is not valid, and this is the solution. So if x is this length 40, so the breadth would be x by 2. So that would be 40 by 2. So 20. So the dimension of the rectangular park or whatever mango groove he is making, so the dimension would be 40 meters and this 20 meters. Okay. So this was the third question. Okay, guys. So I directly calculated from here. I didn't do this quadratic formula because we can directly calculate from here, right, guys? Yeah, so please note down this part. Any question, guys?
So in my school, we did in another way.
Yes.
In my school, we did in another way.
So how did they approach this question? What did they solve?
When 2x squared is equal to 800.
1, 2 square?
No, we took like length into breadth. Length is 2x and breadth will be x.
Length 4x.
No,
But this is
length is only x, 1x.
okay.
Yeah.
Length is x and breadth is x by 2, right?
Not
Oh.
like that. Length is 2x.
Or length is 2x and breadth is x.
Yes, sir. Is equal to 800. Then we did 2x squared equals 800.
Okay, yeah. So yes, so we can also do that, right? So in a place of finding this, yeah. So my equation is that x into y is 800, right? And x is 2y. Right. So I can replace either this y, or I can replace this either this or this x, right? So if I replace this x, so what would be the value? So 2y into y is 800, right? So this will give me 2y square is 800, right? So this will give me 400. Okay. So then y would be plus minus 20. So y would be 20. And then your x would be 40. Right.
Yes, sir. Right.
So this is how they did it in your school, right? This one.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
any method, unless you are getting the same result, and if your teacher suggests that you have to do by his method, then stick to that method only, right? And if he doesn't suggest any method, so any method you can calculate the answer, you can get the result. So just try that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So please note down this part. Yes. Any yeah. So noted.
Yes, right.
Yes. Shaima and Madiha and Talha Adil noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have 1 minute and 2 questions. Yes, Madiha noted the solution.
Yes.
Yes, let me quickly finish this and so from the next classes I will be doing the revision of all these 4 chapters that we have learned so far, right? We will do so many questions based on these topics, so that whenever your exam comes and you will have more sample of questions that you can memorize, right? So Shaima and Madiha, please be there, right? So for you, the first 3 chapters will be recapped, right? So please be present. Okay, so the next 4th question is, if the following situation is possible, if so, determine their present. The sum of ages of 2 friends is 20 years. Right, 5 years ago, the product of their age is 48. Right. So y is 20 minus x. And x minus 5 and 20 minus x minus 5 is 48. So this is x minus 5. This is 15 minus, okay, I'm already exceeding the time limit. Oh,
No problem, sir.
I didn't give the homework. So this is the 5th question is your homework, guys. Right. Please send me those homework. Madiha, Shaima, Adil, and Rizwan. Please send me those homework. Okay, guys.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Adil has said so many times, okay, but not a single time you have sent me the homework, Adil. Yeah, so 15x and so 15x minus x square 75 plus 5x is 48. So 15x plus, so this is 20x minus x square 75 48. So x square plus 75 plus 48 minus 20x. Okay, this is a huge number. So this is x square minus 20x and 123, right? So this we will do in the next question. Okay, guys.